So it's 4 times.
Three. There is this third one that we really.
Oh, hey.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
On Mr. Diaz. Yes, Judge. I can fix that.
Well, I see the knowledge of the body cams is feeling wrong. From what I saw, I don't see the ability of this that position. Feelings are active.
Well, I know you're not gonna, but it's the fact of having all that. You're not gonna see it.
I think it's on his car. He's in the passenger seat. There's driveway. From what I understood, that's how statute bag was raised marijuana. But all those other facts that I saw, that I represented to you, I didn't want to mischaracterize that as though he's the one doing it because I don't know if that's true.
Okay.
There is the allegation that they do find the bag, so the bag and about the shape.
The baggies and the scales.
That's actually
The scale was on the driver's side, the vacuum bag was on the passenger floor, but it did give the other defendant a diversion program off the back. So she, from that,
Yes.
it looks like she says, these are mine. So she made some.
So they charged her with possession of marijuana too?
Well, they didn't charge her, they just gave her a diversion program, which I don't, it doesn't amount to a charge necessarily. I think it's a pre-charge.
Now, I remember that was back in the day that they used to do, that was like,
Okay, quick. Legal breakdown in drug cases. Location matters. If the scale is on the driver's side, it's often seen as evidence of intent to distribute, not just personal use. But here's the twist. The driver got a diversion program. Translation: no formal charges. Why maybe cooperation? Maybe leverage? Or maybe the system just made a deal? What do you think, fair call or legal loophole?
very, very, very like, right when the first administration, it was like right at 18, they used to do that. And I haven't,
My client, I don't know, but
because he's on bond for theft. And he's, they didn't find weed on her, did they?
they didn't feed white meat on anyone that was in the car.
It's in his satchel.
He says satchel was not his. He just had a banana in his car.
Not gonna lie, the banana in the bag defense might be a first in courtroom history. But seriously, claiming the bag isn't his is classic plausible deniability. The big question is, if no one's taking ownership, how do you prove possession? That's where things get tricky, and where defense attorneys earn their money.
And something else, but he's saying nothing was his, whereas she's saying that
That's
the things
actually
were
him.
hers.
The officer says we found it in his bag. I don't know if I didn't hear any mention that that's his necessarily. I don't.
So what do you think?
Well, Your Honor, I
Give him another PR bond?
say refer to the court.
Which is no opposition.
This right here is what judges often do. They're not just handing down punishment, they're giving lifelines, a class in effective decision making. That's basically a court-approved crash course in common sense. But does it really work? Or is this just window dressing for rehabilitation?
So now, how do we ensure that he doesn't pick up another case? What is he doing with himself?
He does work. I did talk to pretrial and probation. Although they cannot force anyone to do anything, they can monitor if they've done it or not. So I'm thinking an effective decision-making class, simply because he may not know what to do. And those courses tend to help in some situations. So if he takes that class and then he shows proof of it, at the very least, that's time he's using to not be in other people's car. And according to my client,
Deputy Chigon, do you mind bringing out Mr. What's his name again?
Diaz,
Mr. Diaz, please. Thanks.
And Your Honor, if I may, from what I remember, it's saying on Friday or whenever it's going on, but he said he was getting a ride from work, and I can't verify that in the video he's wearing a shirt.
the bus stopped running at the time she was picked up.
You got him on your side. It's just him. You got him working for you now. That's funny.
Yes. John, you asking?
Is he in school? What is it? Did he graduate from high school? What's he doing now?
I believe he does have his GED, but he is just working at this point in time.
It's complicated. Because the girl may tell you first. So right now, I'm telling you for you.
What do you want to do with the rest of your life?
Trying, Your Honor. I really trying.
I'm trying. I don't believe it. What?
All right, now we're hearing the emotional pivot. This is the moment where defendants try to show they're more than their charges. But here's the thing. Courts have heard every version of "I'm trying." The real test? What happens after this speech? Does the judge buy it? Or is it just more courtroom theater?
You're not answering my question. What do you want to do with the rest of your life?
I want to get better. I want to be, helping the community. I want to run a business. I do want to do good by my life.
I'm not asking you to tell me what you think I want to hear.
No, sir.
What I'm trying to get at is, you're, how old are you, what, 19?
No, 28.
28. You have your whole life ahead of you. And it was time to think about what you want to do.
And there it is. The judge drops the life lesson like a mic. This isn't just about weed or theft. It's about trajectory, poverty, divorce, crime. They're often linked by one thread: lack of opportunity. And this judge is basically screaming, don't become a statistic, level up, or lose out. Harsh, maybe, but necessary.
With your life 10 years ago at 18, because now is when you start working hard, gaining knowledge so that you do something, because this life really, really sucks without money. The divorce rate in this country is so high because people don't have money and they sit and they argue about money because they can't buy stuff, they can't do this. One person is using money to do that when they don't have it. The only way you get that is by gaining knowledge, going to school, either getting a degree or working your way so well that you end up with a good job. I mean, there's one or two Jeff Bezos in this life, right? But I don't want to just keep you in the jail for keeping you in jail. But we have to figure out what we're going to do with you so you don't end up as another statistic. That's what I would like. And I'm going to tell you now, I will give you another PR bond, but I promise you it's your last. You will not get another one. Do you understand? I'm going to test you 50 days from today. If I find that you smoking weed again, into jail you will go. And this time, and I'm telling you, I will not take a plea on your theft case just for you to get out. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to let you ruin your life. We will wait it out and play it out until it happens the right way. Do you understand?
Sir.
Now, what are you doing on a daily basis?
Like right now, I just got my apartment, so I have to keep up the rent, so I'm going to work right now.
How many hours are you working a week?
Now 40.
I think that Ms. Chisholm had a good plan on working on how to go forward. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. I don't want you hanging out with this person that you got arrested with. And don't use dope. If I find that you're using, it's really just not going to go well for you. You pick up a new case, it's not going to go well for you. I won't give you another one. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Done, Ms. Chisholm. All right. Take care. Smith. All right. Hey.
I'm approaching again on Francisco Hernandez.
Okay.
Came back.
What was the last name again?
Hernandez.
Hernandez. That's right. You mind bringing him up, please?
Yes, so Your Honor, I do understand that the drug test did come back positive. I would ask that the court not revoke his bond, or if it does, to set it at a low amount. And the reason for that is, first of all, this is just a first violation. I'd also ask the court to consider that Mr. Hernandez's mother is waiting outside in the hallway with his baby sister. Whatever the bond is, she's going to pay it. So any amount of bond, it's really just going to punish her. So we would just ask.
I don't even know what he has positive for.
According to pretrial services, it's THC and alcohol, Judge.
Yes.
Can you tell me about the felony case that he has, please? Because I don't remember what it is.
Okay.
The felony case is a continuing case, Your Honor. On January 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a discharged firearm call in a residence. A resident told a law enforcement officer that she heard shots and then saw a green four-door vehicle speed away.
Boom. That's the anchor charge tossing the gun while evading police. Not only does that tie him to a weapon, it shows flight. Two things prosecutors love to build a narrative around. And if the gun's got a match, that's not just possession. That's probable intent, yikes.
Law enforcement officer found a vehicle that matched the description parked illegally in the same residential area. As the law enforcement officer pulled up behind the car, multiple males exited, and the law enforcement officer activated his lights and sirens, and the males began to evade on foot for approximately 100 yards until the law enforcement officer was detained. A resident videoed the defendant toss a weapon in front of the residence and he evaded on foot. The gun was recovered, and the defense clothing matched that of the male who tossed the weapon.
So the felony was that he tossed the weapon.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the evading is he just takes off because of this.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you go grab Mom, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you need a translator?
No,